Fairfax Media is dying. What is Fairfax Media? It's one of the largest Australian news media companies, and it publishes The Age, the Sydney Morning Herald and the Oz Financial Review. While many journalists are losing their jobs, which is a sad thing, there is a potential silver lining. This slow death of Fairfax may spell the end of their online women's magazine, Daily Life. Daily Life's major star is Clementine Ford. Over the years, Ford's job has been to churn out anti-male screeds week after week after week. Many of them have been particularly unhinged. If you don't believe me, just check out this article in celebration of man-hating. Here, Ford cracks a joke about getting abortions because she feels like it, and then she fantasizes about having a dedicated social media platform just for laughing at men who have tiny penises. This article was meant to be a joke, but it came from the same writer who argues that rape jokes are never funny and nobody should ever laugh at them. Clementine Ford's career has been built on pure hatred. Her articles, if you can call them that, blame all men for all of the world's problems. It is a black and white philosophy of an oppressor class versus an oppressed class, and there are no shades of grey. Her ideology is as simplistic and dehumanizing as it gets. In her worldview, all men are domestic abusers, all men are guilty of perpetuating rape culture. Rape is not a serious criminal offence committed by a very small percentage of criminals, but it's a cultural phenomenon that all men are guilty of. She makes one exception, however, and that is for migrant men. If migrants actually do go and commit sexual assault, well, if you talk about that, then you're a racist. Now, Ford doesn't engage in any counter-arguments. If you want to see how she deals with people who disagree with her, then take a look at this.
One of my favourite things to do when someone's written like a 2,000-word email to me explaining all of the reasons apparently why my argument is wrong and then going into father's rights and so on and so forth, is just to reply with a picture. And it's like, if you've seen The Simpsons, it's a picture of Poochie. It's just the most ridiculous thing, and I just love the idea. I love the idea of them getting indignant about the fact that I didn't read their email properly, or that I didn't respond, I didn't give them the time of day. I've just sent them back this picture of a dog.
By employing people like Clementine Ford to spread their message of hate, Fairfax's death is a fate that they have inflicted upon themselves. Daily Life also published articles that demonise little boys. One article blamed little boys for doing badly in school. Another article talked about a mother's shame in having a son for a child. Look, I do feel sorry for the real journalists trying to do real work, but the truth is that now the company is dying, many people just don't care. The company recently announced that they were laying off 125 journalists to cope with their declining profits. Last year, they sacked 100 people, and in 2012, the company gutted itself again by sacking 2,000 people. In some ways, this is a win for the free market and for the consumer. And I feel bad for the real journalists losing their jobs, but I do hope there is a silver lining, and I do hope that this means that we will see the end of Daily Life. I'm Claire Lehmann for the Rebel.media. If you would like to support the Rebel in Australia, make sure you click like and subscribe.